during this segment, we're going to sanitize the system here. And this would be after you've changed your cartridges. Draw a little bit of water off from the system. I'm going to turn the system on here. Draw a little bit of water off. About 10 seconds worth of water out of the system. So we've collapsed the bladder. It's dispensing into the sink here. We're going to turn that off. This is the NextRO sanitizer. We're going to remove the cap of the sanitizer. We're going to take a little bit of peroxide, 3% peroxide. We're going to pour some peroxide directly into the system here. Be careful, this stuff can stain. Make sure your O-ring is there. Screw the cap back on. And we're going to inject this directly into the storage bladder. So after we've depressurized the system, we've turned the system off, opened up the faucet, depressurizing it, remove the feed line from the NextRO system, insert it into the feed side of the sanitizer, using your little wrench here, remove the PW pin and insert the exit of the sanitizer directly into the PW side. Everything's sealed up, so I'm going to let that dangle. Next is, you remove the SQ pin. Take a separate small line or tube, insert it into the SQ port, and have a handy little jug here. What we're going to do is we're going to inject the peroxide through the PW port directly into the bladder, and we're going to force the water that was used to squeeze the first shot that we, at the beginning of this section, out of the faucet. And we're going to now inject the peroxide directly into the bladder. And we are going to displace the squeeze water back out. And now we're giving the bladder a nice injection of hydrogen peroxide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got some peroxide in the storage bladder. Just turn the feed valve off. Now you can replace or remove this line here. Replace the pin in the SQ. Rotate it a couple of times. Make sure you got a nice O-ring seat. You can remove the PW line or the sanitizer. Make sure you have a towel handy to wipe up any mess. Replace the PW pin, rotate it a couple of times. Remove the feed line. Make sure that you don't have any, where you've messed up the seal here through the gripper. You might have to retrim this. Reinsert it into the regulator. The system is now sanitized. Let's turn the system on. We've got a little bit of feed water going in. Turn it off. Leave instructions behind with the client to let this sit for about 2 hours. Then they can drain the system through the faucet after 2 hours. Let the sanitizing solution take hold and sanitize the inside of the bladder. You should be good to go after they drain the system. The carbon filter will pick up any residual. They're good to go. The system is ready to go after a cartridge replacement and a sanitizing of the system. That's the sanitizing of the NextRO system.